Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Kassler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Today's question comes from Harry Rundle. He is a longtime supporter of this channel, a patron, and is a very frequent visitor to our live streams and so on. Let me mention that I do have a live stream every Thursday evening at 6:45 Mountain Time. It's a very informal time. We chat, and then if somebody has a question, I try to answer it, and I bring you up to date on channel news and so on. It's a very interesting hour and a half, and time goes by very rapidly. Now, before I jump into Harry's question, I want to pay special thank you to Joe McConaughey, who is my most recent patron. If you would like to become a patron also, you can go to patreon.com/KE0OG and become a patron. Look around and see what works for you and sign right up. It's a great way to support the channel. Now, Harry has been working on some antennas. He has an antenna that is this. This is My Antennas. Let's see, is it My Antennas? Super Antenna. I'm not My Antenna. Super Antenna. Super Antenna. Okay, and it goes from here up to here, and it's got a loading coil in the middle. Okay, and you can screw this thing down here, and there's a little indicator thing that'll show you what band you will be on and so on. Now, once you set this up for a band, you're going to kind of stay there unless you bring the thing down or tip it over and set it up for another band. He has this set on what you can see here is a camera tripod right there. Okay, and then he's got a guide down to 4 points there, and he's got some radials. You can just make them out right here. Are radials that come off of this thing that come down like that. Now, he did an improvement on this antenna. He put in a radial plate down at the bottom, connected the radial plate up here, and then put additional radials on the ground. The radial plate that he used was from Ham Radio Outlets right here. This is stainless steel, okay? And it comes with a certain number of stainless steel bolts, nuts, lock washers, and so on. Okay. Now you can use, in addition to the ones that are provided, you can add your own hardware. Make sure it is stainless. It'll probably be 1/4 inch times 20 threads per inch. Over here, okay, and again you want stainless. Now, stainless has a tendency to what's called gall. So you want to get some anti-galling compound and put it on there before you put these things down. Now, you can wrap the radial wires directly around these, but it's easier if you get a little, you can get these from the auto parts store. They're little things that look like this, and you put your radial in there, both crimp and solder it. Okay, the problem with crimping is that it will eventually corrode somewhat because you've got water and everything getting in there, so solder it as well. You can slide these under this, and you can slide several if you want, like 3. Okay, so you can put gobs of radials on this radial plate. This is designed to sit around the antenna, but he has it sitting below the antenna. So here is an example of where he's got it out directly under it. And he has brought these, he's done this with a little connector on the end. All right, you can pick these up at auto supply stores, and this can be just house wire. House wiring has got an insulation THHN, and you can buy a 500-foot roll for around $100, give or take inflation. Okay, And so you can make radials. They don't need to be more than about 25 feet. You can make it 20 feet. We even did one antenna with 10-foot radials. But it will work very well for you, and you can put radials out. Now here is the top of his tripod. This is the tripod for a camera tripod out here. And the antenna actually goes up there, and here's the coax coming off it. And he's got radials attached to there too. So he's got sort of a double radial system. And he also sent this great picture right here. This is PSK Reporter. And I can't remember if it's, I think it's .info. Let's check that. Okay, it's .info. Okay, and it shows the different things that are recorded here and can give you a map display of the information. And here shows the world on all band signals. Okay, and you can see all the different signals. You can put your own call sign in here and see where your own signals are going, and that is what he did right here. Okay, and he is over here somewhere, and it shows all the stations he was contacting with this array setup right here. Okay, so this is again a super antenna. Seems to have quite a following. Let's go to super antenna and look for it. It's called the new super antenna, newsuperantenna.com. And this is what you can get there. It's not incredibly cheap. It depends on what you're looking for. You can pay just about anything you want for the antenna. Radials really do help, okay? So again, it's one of those antennas. It's a vertical. It acts like a vertical and gives you about the same range as a vertical. One of the problems with the loading in here, it means it will be a high Q antenna. It may not cover the entire band wherever you put it. There you have it. Harry, congratulations on your antenna success. I'm glad it's working really well for you. If you have any more information on that, please send it this way. If any of you have any questions that you'd like to submit, please send them to AskDave, one word, AskDave, at arrl.org, O-R-G, arrl.org. And I will try to answer the question either directly, if I can do it in about 8 column inches, it's a candidate for my monthly column, or if it's a particularly interesting question, I will make a video about it. And I'd love to share your successes, shack photos, things that you do that work, and so on. Now, if you would like to help support this channel financially, you may do so by going to dcasler.com/support, which will show you Patreon and a couple other ways that you can support the channel. So there you have it. Until we next meet, 73.